Hey guys, Jason over at JJ Customs. Just wanted to do a video on our latest product. This one in particular will be the assembly. So we're going to be zoomed up like this for the entire video because I basically want to show you how to put this thing together. The cool thing about this lock differential that we released just a few weeks ago is that it can be used in 10 plus vehicles, basically all the Arrma 6S models, including the felony, limitless, infraction, and the EXP models if you use the original version diff case, the Arrma 6S diff case. So what we have here are the 46T spur gear, the Arrma diff case along with the spur, and the two Jj diff cups along with the Arrma bearings and the Jj spool. I'm going to be using the MIP tools for assembly, my preferred choice and really the only tool I use. Just holds up really well. So just to get into this, we're basically going to be doing the assembly. It requires no oil, no shim, or no, not shims, no internal shims. So there's no internal gear, so no internal shims. Also no gaskets and no O-rings. So basically, you just take the entire guts out of any of the front, middle, or rear differentials in those models, and you're able to use this. So let's get to the assembly. Should take less than, I would say, 8 minutes to assemble, and you're going to be up and ready to do some bashing, drag racing, or speed runs. So let's check it out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is install the Jj Spool. Now, as you can see, this has a nice little lip here, which is actually to clear the internal gear cutout for the Arrma diff. So basically, we're going to put that in there, okay? As you can see, it's a really tight fit, and we're going to have to actually do a little bit of a press fit to get it to go in there. So basically, I'll take one of the cups and the diff, set it over it, so you don't need any additional tools, and then basically just start tapping away. Now you want to be careful when tapping because you don't want to damage the actual shaft on this diff. So let's go ahead and get it in there. Okay, that's it. So as you can see, this thing is totally flush. That's exactly what you want. On the back side, we have the shaft sticking out, which is what we are looking to get. So basically what we want to do in this case now is assemble the center differential gear to this assembly. So it's pretty straightforward, just 4 screws that come with the old diff, or you could just use some new M3 screws and you're ready to go. So let's go ahead and put that together. Okay, let's see here, make sure I align that. See, there it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's not a bad idea to use a speed bit just because you could, get through this process in probably half the time. Now, if you're going to do that, make sure to use the clutch on your drill and probably set it to around 1 to 2 just to be safe because you are going into plastic. So you don't want to strip it out because you need this to hold on there. So let's get the second screw in. Just to mention, I didn't go all the way tight on the first screw just because I don't want the gear to be uneven when it's finally at its mating surface. So let's go ahead and get this one in like 99% of the way, and let's get the last 2. And you'll probably notice too that I also am going on a diagonal pattern, and that's also just to keep an even surface when you're tightening everything down, so you know what I'm doing. Okay, so after we get this last screw in here, after this one, we're going to assemble the last part of it, which is basically the bearings that I mentioned before, along with the 2 Jj cups. And we always use Loctite when we're assembling anything metal to metal, and we use blue Loctite so we can get it back out over red or one of the other longer holding Loctites. Okay, so let's go ahead and tighten this down all the way. Okay. And then we got the last screw there. Okay, cool. So the diff is now assembled the majority of the way. You have the shaft sticking out the same amount on both sides, which is just enough for the bearing and the actual cup itself. One thing to mention too is I did the flats on 180 degree opposite sides, and the reason for that is just to have a balanced spinning, rotating mass when you're doing this, when it's in actual use. So let's go ahead and apply the Loctite like I mentioned before, after we put the bearing on. Let's get the bearing on there. Okay, put the shaft on there, or not the shaft, but the cup. Let's grab the set screws. Okay, and just to mention, these products are all available on my website and also on eBay on our web store, and you could get it 24/7. So the cool thing about it too is it's free shipping on all the products, so you don't have to pay any additional cost. It just makes it easy for you guys, and just want to set you guys up the good products at a good price. Okay, so let's get that on there. All right. Okay, set screw on the flat. Okay, now when you do this, you just want to make sure you can go as tight as you can. Tighter the better, and the reason for that is it's just going to hold up a lot better if it's tight, and it's not going to come loose. Okay, so there we go. So it's basically the finished product as you can see it. This was done real time, so you can see how long it took to assemble it, but it's pretty straightforward. The cool thing about it is, as you can see, it's totally locked. There is no play at all, zero. So if you guys are looking to lock your diffs for bashing purposes, for speed runs or drag racing, this is a great product. So check them out on our website, www.jjcustomsllc.com, or on our web store, JJ Customs LLC, on eBay. So hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and feel free to contact me with any questions. Thanks again for watching.